But you can see all the different, very early in the design is when they decided to make a library for the space.
Oh, okay.
And that's where that became a design problem in itself, to creating, in the pedestrian bridge, which was from the Clarence Brown Theater area, it became sort of another idea that related to Estabrook, because there was a pedestrian bridge, which is where my friends and I would meet and gather at Estabrook, and this pedestrian bridge toward Clarence Brown and as part of the library courtyard became another sort of reference to Estabrook Hall.
Believe it or not, Doug McCarty was the first person I met in Tennessee, and it was more than 50 years ago. I actually worked for the engineering firm that worked with the McCarty firm. They sent me up to Knoxville. Doug picked me up at the airport in a convertible. Doug and his wife Jane, along with my husband Tom and I, became good friends. Coincidentally, we had the exact same wedding date in 2 different cities. They had 2 children, 2 daughters, we had 2 sons. We enjoyed comparing notes and a lot of laughs talking about our families. And I'm happy for Doug and Jane as they welcome their grandchildren. Doug is a graduate of the University of Tennessee School of Architecture. Later, he graduated from Princeton and moved to New York City, where he worked with IMPay. Then, in 1973, he returned to Knoxville to work for his dad's firm. The firm has had a series of different leadership turnovers. The University of Tennessee has always been a great client for the firm, with Doug and his father having primary responsibility for different work. Most of our architecture alumni are familiar with the Art and Architecture building on campus, which was designed by Doug as the lead designer. What many of you might not be aware of is the fact that the building was a design competition. Secondly, you may not know that it was stopped construction for a few months. Doug took a leave of absence to spend many months in construction contract administration during the construction process. Another project that has been an award-winning project for Doug and the McCarty firm is the Tennessee Theater. It rejuvenated downtown Knoxville, made a big difference in our downtown. The focus of Doug's volunteer and charitable activities has been the East Tennessee Community Design Center. Founded in 1970, this is one of the 4 oldest continuously operating design centers in the United States. Unlike the Design Center for Chattanooga or for Nashville, the East Tennessee Community Design Center has a pro bono mission. They serve over 16 counties and communities and nonprofit organizations which could not otherwise afford design services. Doug has been on the board. He has been in charge of fundraising. I don't think the East Tennessee Community Design Center could have lasted all these years without Doug's energy and enthusiasm to keep it going.
I think when you have an idea that's the right idea, then it's going to sustain.
I'd like to thank those individuals who supported Doug in this nomination. Dwayne Grieve, Executive Director of the East Tennessee Community Design Center, and then principals of architecture firms, Kim Hinton from Nashville, Barry Yoakum from Memphis, and Brandon Pace from Knoxville. Finally, Dean Jason Young and Governor Bill Haslam, former mayor of Knoxville. Join me in congratulating Doug McCarty for the William Strickland Lifetime Achievement Award in Architecture.
Thank you, Marlene.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.